Okay, fifth grade, I am recording with my phone, so we're gonna see how well this works. I'm gonna do it on my paper, so this might be a little tricky, but so we have, if you look on number 6 on our 207 sheet, this one, that's the problem we're gonna work on right now, okay? So looking at 6, it says 2.4 divided by 8. This means 2.4, which is our dividend, it's a total amount, divided by 8. Okay, so that means we are going to draw 2 ones and 4 tenths. So go ahead and draw your 2 ones. 1, 2, because we have 2 ones, then we're going to draw 4 tenths. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is our divisor, and this is telling us that we need to divide 2.4 into 8 groups, okay? So I'm going to go down here and draw 8 groups. 1, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 out of the 8 groups, 5 out of the 8 groups, 6 out of the 8 groups, 7 out of the 8 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of the 8 groups. So we have a total of 8 groups because our, what do you call this? Dividend here, not dividend, divisor tells us we need to have 8 groups. Now we have to equally divide 2.4 into the 8 groups. However, we can't put 2 ones into this because that's not going to be equal. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to convert the ones into tenths. How many tenths are in a 1? 10. There are 10 tenths in 1. So I'm going to cross it off, go down here, and I'm just going to write 10 tenths, okay? Because there are 10 tenths in 1. There are 10 tenths in 1 square, okay? Which is also 1 whole. How many tenths are in a whole? In a 1? There are 10 tenths. So I'm just going to write 10 tenths. So far we have a total of 20 tenths because 10 plus 10 is 20. We have a total of 20 tenths, and we got the 20 tenths when we converted the ones into tenths. But we can't forget these guys, okay? This is where sometimes I make a mistake, is when I forget these guys. We have the 20 tenths plus 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tenths. So in all we have 24 tenths. We have to split those 24 tenths equally among 8 groups. And our 8 groups are represented by 8 circles here. So I'm going to just count up to 24, okay? Let me see if I can make sure that you see how I do this with this. This is really hard, guys. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is hard. Let me see if I do it a different way. Oh man. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I think I messed up. This one should have another 3, 24. So in each group, you have 3 tenths. Now, how are we going to represent that in decimal form? Well, we're going to draw our little decimal cheat sheet here. Do we have any ones in our model? No, so it's 0. How many tenths are represented in one group? There are 3. 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths. So then we're going to write 3 tenths. So our answer for number 6 is 0.3. Now I did it in a complicated way here, so don't do it like that. All right, that is number 6. Now let's do number 7. Number 7 is 3.78 divided by 3. Now remember, you need to be showing me the work when you turn in your assignment, okay? So don't forget to show the work. 3.78 divided by 3. So this means we have to put this number, 3.78 hundredths, we have to divide it equally into 3 groups. So because there is a 3, we need to draw 3 ones. Because there is a 7, we need to draw 7 tenths, because the 7 is in the tenths place. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there are 8 hundredths, so we need to draw 8 hundredths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's our model for 3.78 hundredths. We have 3 ones, 7 tenths, 8 hundredths. Now we need to divide it into 3 groups, so I'm going to draw 3 groups here. 1, 2, 3. All right, do we have enough ones to equally divide it into the 3 groups? Yes, we do. We have 1, 2, 3. 3 can fit into our 3 groups. So I'm going to draw 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. Do we have enough tenths to equally divide into our 3 groups? We have 7. It is not going to divide equally, but we can try to put some of the 7 into the groups, and we'll put the rest, we'll have to convert the rest of the tenths into hundredths. So let's try to put some of them in. We have 7, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that last one, that 7, if we put it in here, we'd have 1.3 tenths, and that would mess up with the rest of these. This would not be fair. This is like saying, oh, this child is the favorite, so it gets an extra tenth. So we can't give this tenth to any of these groups because it just would not be fair. So we use these guys. Now we're left with this 1/10 here. And because it can't fit equally into the 3 groups, we are going to have to convert it to a 2 hundredths into 10 hundredths. Now 10 hundredths are those little dots. Now I just wrote 10 because I don't want to draw out the little dots themselves. So I just wrote 10 hundredths. And we have 10 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus 8 hundredths. We have a total of 18 hundredths. This is hard to write and then hold my phone too. We have a total of 1800s that we have to equally divide into 3 groups. So I'm just going to count up to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We're done now because I reached 1800s. How many is in each group? Well, let's figure out the answer now. How many ones do we have in one group? We have 1. How many tenths do we have in a group? We have 2. How many hundredths do we have in a group? There are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our answer is 1.26 hundredths. 1.26 hundredths. Is that what I wrote here? Yep, 1.26 hundredths. Write that in your assignment here. I'm going to stop this video and then you're going to go to a next video if you want more help. But these are the 2 answers to 6 and 7. So yeah.